G'day guys, welcome back again. I'm doing a purple pour for you today. I have done a few purple ones over my pouring time. This one here, this is one of my earlier ones, and hopefully you can see the difference in my pours from this one to my current pours. This one was just floetrol and a tiny little bit of glue, I think, and it was quite thin, and you can see how my cells have overstretched. I've got a few nice little cells, but I was still learning, and you can see, the results that I've been getting here. So I'm not as well, I wasn't as happy with this as I am with my current mix, and I've got lots of these little crocodile skin, little tiny cells. So anyway, I'm going to do another one in my current mix, my 3-2-1 quarter mix that I'll tell you about shortly. But I'm using pretty much the same colours, so we'll see how it goes. Hey, see how it compares. Pop that there out of the way. So sometimes I use 3-2-1 half, 3 floetrol, 2 glue, 1 pouring medium, and either a half or a quarter. This one's a quarter, so it's a little bit thicker, and so I do like this one. So 3 cups floetrol, 2 cups PVA glue. Use a craft glue if you can, Elmer's. Apparently Glue All and School Glue, they both work really well with this. So if you're in Australia, you can use Elmer's School Glue from Spotlight. 1 cup water, 1 cup of pouring medium of your choice. You can use Global, you can use Vallejo, GAC 800, whatever you like. 1/4 cup of water, right? And I just put it all in there and give it a big mix up, and it's ready to go whenever I need it. So this canvas is a 30 centimetre by 60 centimetre, which is a nice little size for practicing on. And it takes about 800 grams of mixed paint. And a lot of people say it's too much paint. I disagree. I think I personally need that much paint so that I don't have to stretch too much. Feel free to use half of that if you like, but you will find that you'll need to stretch that paint to get to your corners, and you will lose your cells. So, feel free. If you don't think that I'm doing the right thing, feel free to do your own thing. I would like to see your results. But people, they jump on YouTube and say, you're using too much paint. So anyway, each to their own. So I am doing 5 flip cups today. They're only little cups, so less paint in each, and hopefully I will cover more of my area. With my bigger cups, I'm still having about that much paint left in the bottom because I pull down and then I don't want to go back up, so I end up with paint in the bottom. So more cups, hopefully I will empty them. Treadmill silicone for cells today. So if you don't want to watch me layer paints, fast forward. Again, people are saying, you're wasting too much time talking. Seriously, guys, if you don't want to watch, don't watch. I'm doing this to help people. Everyone's getting free lessons. There's some people that are ungrateful and saying you're taking too long. Hurry up. Fast forward, guys. Or just don't watch. Move on to the next channel where people don't explain things and just show you in fast forward how to do things. Do I sound grumpy? I'm feeling a bit grumpy. 3 drops in each is what I'm doing, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 colours. I'm not going to put any oil in the black or the white. Just wondering if 3 is enough. Yeah, let's just stick with 3. We don't want to overdo it. And I'm just going to go round once, and once, and once. Don't want to mix that in too much. Okay, so layer the paints. So I've got my white and my black, and then I've got 3 shades of purple, and then we've got this little guy here, our little pop of colour, the turquoise. And I think that's a nice combination of colours. So I'm using probably half the cup in one pass and then the other half in the following pass. The white has got a tiny little bit more in it, and I'll put 3 layers of white, one on the bottom, one in the middle and one on the top. A little bit of black. I did make a little bit of extra black because I want to just pop some on my corners. When I do these purple paws, I really like the bit of the black contrast against the purple. So I'll just put that there. And then I will use my little spatula just to cover those corners. I think it's a good idea actually whenever you're doing a paw to cover your corners, because they are the most difficult area to get to. And if you can just pop a little bit of paint on there, it helps so much. You don't feel as if you have to stretch it so much to get to those corners because they're already covered. And just use a nice contrasting colour to do it. I'll go around and finish my edges later. Won't waste time doing that. Okay, what are we up to? This lovely turquoise next. So I just want one turquoise just for a little pop of colour. So mainly a purple paw. This is my dark purple, this one. I've got a dark purple, a light purple, and then this one here is, it's called Japanese maple. It's more of a sort of a pinky purple, I guess. Maybe a dark musk, just for something different. You don't want it all to be the same colour, do you? You want a little bit of definition of colour and definition of cells, because your cells are going to pop through and you want your cells to have different colours in them. So it's a good idea to have some different colours. There we go, that's the white. I don't know that I've got enough to do 3 rows of white. My poor little end cups down here, they always miss out. I have to start at this end because there's not much in this end one here. Like my hands, a little bit more black. Now I'm not going to use all this black. As I said, I made a little bit extra just to pop on my corners, and then if I've still need it, I've got some there to use. A little bit more turquoise. You don't have to layer like this if you don't want to. You can just pour the paint in down the side of the cup. Making a mess. Okay, so that's that one gone. Shall get these out of the way. I'll tell you about the colours later. Once I've flipped my cups over, as I always do. Now let's finish off this dark purple. And I'll start up that end so that it's got enough paint. And the one down here can have less. I do want to do a Halloween paw. Now that I'm thinking about purples, Halloween coming up. What's today? 20 something, I don't know what the date is. It's a couple of weeks till Halloween anyway. And I do want to do a Halloween paw up on the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group. We've got a Halloween challenge for this fortnight. So everyone's doing their purples and oranges and greens, throwing a little bit of black and white in there as well. It's lovely to see. So I thought, well, I can't really put a challenge up and not participate, can I? So I'll have to do one. Don't know that I've actually ever done a Halloween coloured pour. It'll be a first for me. But I'll give it a go. Okay, let's do some white. Haven't got a lot of white left. Just put it in a couple of cups, I think, just to finish it off. Okay, so that should be 800 grams of mixed paint. Now 800 grams is about 26 ounces of paint. Whoops, splurged. Watching my colours there, not watching what I'm doing. Okay, so that's got some good coverage there. Okay, colours. Well, we've got black and white. Not too exciting. And then this one is turquoise. Using all the global paints today. Get the lid off. That's it in there. And then my three purples. I'll show you the backs of them so you can see the difference in the colour. It's a dark purple, a lighter purple, and this is that pinky sort of a purple. So that one's called Japanese maple, and this one is just called purple and ultraviolet. They're all lovely colours. Got paint on my arm. Okay. Righty-o. That's looking pretty. I'd really like the purple colours. I want to do another big one. So again, it's another test for a big one that I want to do. Over there on the side of the wall, there's a few 24 by 60 inch canvases with my name on them, calling me. So I want to do those. Okay, let's go. Now, hopefully I can just pull this down and that's emptied the cup. Yeah, pretty much has. So that's good. The cup was a little bit bent, so I didn't drag it very well. Just helping it along before the cells form. Whoops, splurged that one onto the table. Look at that, I've got some left in that one, so I don't think it's as easy to flip these little cups as it is the bigger cups. So I've got a little bit of paint left, not much, certainly not as much as I would have if I was using the bigger cups, so that's a good thing. I'll just put this one here, go through the middle, like so. Use it all up. Okay, these can go in the bin. Gone. Right. Look at that mess I made. My goodness. Making a mess today. Okay, how's it looking? Now, torch time. So pretty much covered the whole thing. Got a little bit of gaps there, which is good. Not too big. And I've got a few bubbles, so I'm going to pop those. Go nice and high. I don't want to melt my paint. Will do. I didn't put a lot of silicone in here, so it's Probably why I'm not getting massive, huge cells coming up, but when I torched, I'm getting these smaller ones coming up. This one here hasn't got much happening in it. I have to do some more torching just on the sides there. See if there's any cells under that black haze. Anything coming up? That's all right. We don't want cells everywhere, do we? We want selected cells. All right. Now, got my corners done already, so I don't need to worry about going over the sides too much there. Actually, I think I'll do this side first. I always tend to, if I don't like something like that, I always try and get that off first. I do my usual zigzag back and forth. So the paint's moving quite quickly. This mix is a little bit thinner than what I would normally do. Well, my last few mixes have been just the glue and water, and I've made them really quite thick. Just over the edge there. It's moving, yeah, the paint's moving really well. And I don't want to distort it really by going over the corner there, so I might just leave that for now and leave that for now. See, I don't mind, as I said, I don't mind the black corners because I've got black strips through there and it sort of counteracts it, so I don't mind that at all. You don't have to use black, you can use purple if you want to. I just prefer that pop of black against my purples. And off we go again, side to side, as I'm going down towards you. That's over. I just need to get to this last little bit down there. And it's gone. Okay, and I'll leave that. Don't mind this. It's got nice lots of cells there, so I don't mind leaving those. Wow, what a difference treadmill silicone makes compared to coconut milk hair serum. It's just, there's no comparison. Treadmill silicone is just so much better. It really is. You get a round, definite cell. They're not wobbly, out of shape. It's just so much better. Look at that purple one. Amazing. So pretty. Now, do I want to torch? It's always these sections here, that middle bit there that I find overstretches. What I think I'll do is, I'm just going to bring some of the cells down here because there's nothing there. So I'll really gently just try and move some cells down. Yeah, that's it. Just to cover up that blank bit. Now I'm going to torch just in this area here where there's, remember that middle black bit? It really didn't have much in it. It still doesn't have much in it. So just a very gentle once over. And that's it. I don't want to do too much. I like the dark sort of galaxy look to this pour. Yeah, so I think I'm happy with that, and I really love those cells. Now I'm going to pick up a bit of paint. I've got lots here that I've splurged everywhere, and I'm going to put some on that corner. And I've got a tiny little bit of black left that I've kept, and I'm just going to have that whole black corner like that, so it can stay black. Like so. And the same with this guy. Tiny little bit of black there, so I'll just put some black on the bottom there as well. And I think that corner's done. this whole section's done except for this tiny little bit here. And pick up some of this paint, pop it there. It's a really good matching colour, and just let it fall down on its own. And then this corner again, black. So give this a go. Do your corners first. That way you're not overstretching your patterns. Because for me to get those corners, I would have had to really tilt to the side. And then these lines, they go all wavy like that because I'm getting to that corner. So if you want to keep your linear patterns like this, which I really like, yeah, as I said, just do your corners first, and then you won't feel as if you have to overstretch anything. Okay, so same with this little corner. Really like how all four corners are black. A little bit of paint there, and then I am pretty much done. How easy was that, hey? Easy peasy. I'm loving this one. And I'm not going to use the coconut milk hair serum anymore. I've experimented and experimented over the couple of years that I've been doing this. And sometimes I get a good result with the coconut milk hair serum, and then so I use it for a while, and then I try something else, the treadmill silicone, and it's just so much better. Now with your little palette knife, scrape the underneath so you get all that paint off that's hanging underneath. Go all the way around, get it all off, because that will dry. You can see the drips, you can't see them from there, but I can see the drips hanging off the bottom. And if you don't get them off, they will dry like that. So get rid of all of them. I've got my big push pins under here holding my canvas up. So what do you think, guys? Wow, I really love that. Love, love, love. Okay, so I'm going to be ready to do the big one after this, maybe. Okay, I'm going to show you my previous one. I'll take my gloves off first so I don't get paint on it. And hopefully you can see the difference. Oh, wow, I can't get over it. I just love this. Look at that pinky bit there. That's that Japanese maple with the white. It's kind of got this pinky hue to it. And then the purple, and then the turquoise. We've got all these blocks of colour, and then you've still got your black through there. Black there, black there. Love it. Okay, have a look. Can you see the difference in the cells? I'm sure you can. I think the top one's obviously got a little bit more purple in it. So the colours, I do like the colours in this. It's got a little bit more purple. But it's still really pretty pour, so happy with that. Okay, let me take you in for a close-up. Can't really get any closer than that. All right, what do you think? I love, love, love it. Definitely going to do these same colours in my bigger pour. I think one difference that I can see from using the coconut milk hair serum is the cells can grow bigger. It's a thicker oil, so I found that the cells do get bigger. Mind you, in saying that, if I'd stretched this more, tilted it more, I could have made my cells bigger. So I haven't actually tried a combination of oils and see what happens. So maybe that's something else to try, but I really love this one. So please join the Australian Acrylic Pouring Group. Have a go at my flip cup pours. I know a lot of you are doing them, and I'm seeing some really, really lovely results coming through. So thank you for that. Love seeing all your work. Keep it up. And that'll be it for me for now. I will see you for the next one. Bye for now.